guys, I'm Aussie and welcome to episode 58 of our Hearts of Midlothian save. And today we have a huge game because we go to Glasgow to play Celtic in the league. It's the final time we're playing them in the league, but it's not the final time we're playing this year because we're playing them in the Scottish Cup final as well. They beat Rangers. It was 1-0. I think it was after extra time if I remember correctly. We're also going to play Aberdeen today at home. That could be huge because if we look at the league table, if you remember from last episode, Rangers have dropped points. We're 8 points ahead, which means as long as in these last 5 games we beat the other 3 teams, if we beat Aberdeen, Inverness and Hamilton, we will secure second place, which means we will secure group stage of the Europa League next year, and that could be absolutely massive. Now, we only get too disheartened by the fact Celtic are where they are, because if we look at the Europa League, they're actually in the semi-finals of that. They knocked Tottenham out in the quarter-finals. They're going to play Sparta Prague in the semi-final. They've got to be every chance of winning that. So they could well find themselves in the Europa League final, which does make me wonder if they were to win it and get the Champions League slot. Come on, just give us a Champions League berth. Come on, game. I don't think that's how it works, but they're a really, really good team. So, you know, we can't be too disheartened by the fact we are so far behind them. Yeah, they're a good team. Anyway, let's have a look at the team or what we're expecting from them first of all. We kind of know what to expect from them because we've been facing it for how many years now. How many screens did I click through here? There we go. So they are obviously the favourites for this one. We have a shocking record against them now. It can not be described as anything else since Bielsa took over. We're trying something a little bit different here. I'll talk you through the game plan as we go. But Bielsa's the manager, attacking, passing style. Analysis report, here it is here. This is the way they always play against us. Unfortunately, we don't really have data analysis on the game. There's been a bit of a gap since the last game. It wasn't an international break, just randomly we all took a week off. So I'm not too sure about that. But this is the team that we are sending out. And you can see we're playing on the counter-attack. We're changing things up a little bit. So we're going back to the European formation. So it's Teddy Smith in goal. It's Taylor, O'Connor, Coping, and Johnson as a back four. Smalley comes back in with Cochrane and Turnbull. Glover and Clare down the wings. Uche up top. Now, as I said, we are going to change things up a little bit. This all sort of looks similar. We're going to try and hit early crosses. We're going to try and pass into space because they tend to play high up the pitch. We're going to distribute to the wings, though. We're just going to try and catch them out, get to the ball, out to the wings early. We're going to counter-press. High line, narrow, try and stop them playing through us. They do score a lot of their goals from crosses and short passes, so if we're up the pitch, it makes it a little bit more difficult for them to do that. I'm not going to get stuck in because I don't typically like doing that. But this is it. We're trying the counter-attack from the start. I don't really set teams up generally too well to play on the counter-attack, but let's see how we go here. So there we go. They're playing as expected. Bothheim. What's his name? It is Bothheim. Bothheim up top. Ox and McGregor. I mean, they do have some really good players in there, don't they? I'm hoping they're going to be sort of half an eye on Europe here, since they've essentially already won the league. They're expected to prove a point today. Do we go? It's time to start. I mean, we're second best in the form league. Do we go for revenge? I don't typically like revenge. Let's go pull off an upset, boys. Come on. Some calm, we have faith. See what we can do. It's just see what we can do here. I mean, I have faith that we can get the better of them. I'm just not really sure exactly how to do that. I feel like we have a good team, basically, and we should be able to do a lot better against them than we do. Here we go here. So first highlight, is it going to be for us? Smalley in for Clare. Out for Greg Taylor. Decent cross in, but AR's there. Turnbull should get to that first. What can we do? Coping. It's really tough. Basically, the way we're setting up is me admitting that they're better than us as well. I don't like admitting teams are better than me, so Turnbull. There's a decent looking ball out there. All right, here we go. Johnson. It's not the best touch. It's decent. No, it's there. Back post. Oh, Uche. How have we not scored? Clare, turn and shoot, mate. Somebody put the ball in the net. Smalley for Turnbull. Have it, Turnbull. Have it. He goes for Clare. Oh, it's a good save. Was he offside? He was offside. Promising start, though, wasn't it? All right, and now we've up the other end of the field here. We've got the throw, though. Cochrane and Taylor exchange passes. What can we do here? Cochrane. I'm wondering actually if we're playing on the counter-attack, if we should be actually using more direct passing, not short. That seems like something a counter-attacking team would do, doesn't it? That's okay there for Glover. Under pressure, though. Maybe we do need to look to do that now I think about it. There's a decent pass for Glover. Overlapping run from Johnson. Glover goes early. It's not the best pass. Can we win that header? No, we can't. And it's coming back the other way. AR goes over our heads. Get the block in, Johnson. Come on, mate. Get the block in. It comes into the edge of the area. Oh, it's a good pass. It's a good block, though, as well. O'Connor charges it down. Good stuff, mate. Come on, boys. Come on. Can we get another block in here and go up the other end? Oh, it's a good pass, and Teddy Smith can't keep it out, and we're 1-0 down anyway. We'll show some passion. I do think maybe we need to go a little bit more direct with our passing. That seems like a counter-attacking sort of thing, doesn't it? Oh, we were so close at the other end. How we didn't score, I don't know. And we've just been caught out at the back post. Johnson just got sucked in, didn't he? What is Johnson doing? What is Johnson doing? That's your man there, mate. Maybe we need to go and tell him to man mark as well. Johnson just went for a wander, didn't he? He's just... Oh, that's so frustrating. All right, so we'll mark... You go and mark your man. Stay near him for me, please, mate. We'll go and tell Taylor to do the other one, because he's probably going to do the exact same thing, isn't he? He's marking the ox, so that's... You know, that's easy, I guess. Oh... Could so easily, it's a story of our season sometimes, isn't it? Could so easily, not our season, but against these good teams, it could so easily have been us in the lead, and we've gone down the other end and conceded. Inverness has taken the lead against Hamilton. That doesn't really affect us. The rest of the league is so far behind the top three that it's not really an issue. Here we go. Claire's done really well there. Can he get across it? It's Glover at the back post, and again, how have we not scored? We should be 2-1 up. How have we not scored a goal there? Alright, from the corner, Cochrane, can we find O'Connor or Coping? It's down, it's there for Coping. Back out to the corner taker, there we go. Cochrane whips another in, it's Uche, turn mate, have it, it's a block. This is good pressure, we're looking decent here, we just can't beat their keeper. Cochrane again from the corner, come on mate. Bit of quality here, come on. Dinks it in, it's back post, it's headed away, can we get to that? Smalley's there. Down the line there for Taylor, and that ends the highlight. Come on, boys, get creative. We're doing okay here. We're doing okay. You may have noticed that Herring has kind of fallen out of the team, and he was unhappy if you were, for those of you with eagle eyes at the first team screen there. He wants first team football. I think we've moved past him, to be honest. So we'll probably look to move him on at the end of this season. Can we win that? We can, just about with Taylor. Cochrane has it for Smalley. Look for Turnbull, mate. He goes for Cochrane instead. That's fine. Let's just keep the possession. Come on, O'Connor. O'Connor's not the best on the ball, but he's done okay there. We're sort of passing in tight areas, which isn't ideal. Claire, back for Cochrane. The Turnbull. Turnbull's done amazingly there to get heat possession. Here we go with Claire. Here we go with Claire, and it's a weak shot at the end of it. I tell you what, we've looked the better team. We have been the better team, not even looked the better team. Look at the match stats. We've had 7 shots to their 6. We've had 5 on target to their 2, and we're losing the game. Rangers are drawing Aberdeen. If they were to draw, that would be a massive, massive help for us. But we've got to be a chance in this second half. Can we go with a bit of passion? We're not doing badly here. Keep going and we'll win this, boys. We've played really, really well. They've had that one chance, and Darnell Johnson going on walkabout has cost us a goal, essentially. That is just so frustrating, isn't it? Smalley's looking apprehensive. That's not really what we want, but it's fine. It's fine. We'll just keep an eye on his performance, see if he improves. Those 2 chances, though, not even on another day, on most days, one, if not both of those, goes in the back of the net. At least at the second time of asking, if not the first time. Oh, don't do this to us, boys. Don't do this to us. Come on. Keep your head here. Keep your heads. You've done so well. You've done so well. You've done so well. No. Get in front of it. Making them go back. But it's a highlight. You know something's going to happen. AR and this other guy just exchanging passes. Can we get a block in here? Can we win the ball? Oh, Ox has just gone past Taylor. We've blocked that. There we go. Come on, Smalley. Look for Uche. He's gone early. He has found Uche. What's Uche doing on the wing? Uche gets the cross and it's ricochet for Turnbull. And it's hit the post again. Oh, I'd say it again on another day. Don't go and do this. That's not what we deserve. No, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Teddy Smith is there. All right, good stuff, boys. Good stuff. Come on, demand more. Is the highlight going to continue yet again? We've gone early. Is Uche going to get onto that? Put some pressure on him, Uche. We've lumped it up. This is becoming a long, long highlight. Both teams already could have scored in this highlight, and we go again. Come on. Can we get to that? Oh, you've got to be better than that, Johnson. You've got to be better. Anticipate the pass, mate. Oh, it's edge of the area. Oh, it's not fair. It's not fair. Celtic, f*** off. Honestly, go away, Celtic. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I don't want to watch that again. Oh, what can we say? I mean, we've been the better team. Come on, boys, get creative. Let's go attacking. There's no point sitting back anymore. I mean, what's the point in counter-attacking? We'll keep playing the way we have been doing, but the second half here, they look like they've changed things up, and they look the better team again, don't they? What can we do to change things here? Here goes the Ox. I wonder if they've changed formation, because the Ox seems a long way in field there. Coping heads that away. Smalley picks it up. Can he go? Oh, it's not a good pass from Smalley. I'm wondering if we actually need to be even more direct, perhaps. We're struggling to get out right now, aren't we? Come on. It's the high line, I think, isn't it? What can I say? Concentrate, boys. With this second half, we've not come out. We've not come out at all. All right, let's let's take O'Connor off. He's not having a good day. There's no point leaving someone out there that's not playing well. Let's take Usi Tutu off for Johnson as well. And Umenuche is not having a great day, but we'll leave him on there for now. We won't make the 3 subs. And I mean, it's just the first half is what's cost us, isn't it? We've had chances in that first half. We haven't taken them. And it's not a 3-0 game. There is no way in the world this is a 3-0 game. And Rangers have taken the lead against Aberdeen just to rub our faces in it a little bit more. Let me know what you think in the comments. I cannot believe what's happened here. A 4th goal would probably be a rage quit. If I'm honest, that would just be completely just not fair. They win the league, but that was always going to happen anyway. It's a shame that they've done it against us, I guess, but that was always likely to happen. But we've gone to Celtic Park, and that doesn't reflect the game whatsoever. The match ratings don't even reflect the game, in my opinion. I mean, I'm not going to say they were excellent, because we weren't excellent that second half. Oh, and Aberdeen has come back and equalised. That is absolutely huge for us. Thank you, Aberdeen. That keeps us gap to 7 points, and that just about now guarantees us second place, I'd say. But yeah, that was just really, really disappointing, wasn't it? There we go. I mean, Celtic were always going to win that, so that's fine. A tactical blunder. Go away. That wasn't a tactical blunder. So there we go, guys. Anyway, wait right there. We'll be back for Aberdeen. We'll try and brush off that defeat, and yeah, with a good performance against the Dons. Okay, welcome back. Now, we are about to play Aberdeen. Now, I was really disheartened by that Celtic defeat. It really, really annoyed me, as you could probably tell. So I thought we'd have a look and see how we're actually progressing here. Now, we got 78 points sort of the first year that we did really well. I think our first season this one wasn't at 68. We did 78, we did 80 points. Now, if we look at how the league table is shaping up this year, we can see that we're already on 78 points. So one more win out of the remaining games, and we'll actually, again, we're still progressing. We're still getting better. It doesn't feel like it because Celtic are running away with everything. But another thing that has happened, in the press conferences, I was being told that we could qualify for the Champions League preliminary stage. So I went and had a look at these qualification places here for Scotland. Group stage for 1. We could actually qualify for the Champions League qualifying rounds. Now, our chances of getting through would not be great because we might sneak through a first round tie here. But we do really well, I think, to get into the, we were playing a French team, a Portuguese team, although we did beat a German team in Mönchengladbach. So you never know. And you've got to be in it to win it. But we could qualify for the Champions League not group stage, qualifying rounds if we come second this year. Never mind the Europa League. So, a lot to play for here because we are 7 points ahead of Rangers. If we were to win and Inverness could do us a favour, we could qualify for that today. Which would be amazing. Not what I expected. I didn't even think Champions League was an option for us this year. But we are the favourites for this one. We're at home. There's still a Steve Clark coached team, balanced mentality, direct playing style. We can see there that expecting them to play 4-4-2. They did, of course, do us a massive favour and draw Rangers last time out. We can see the way they're setting up their passing styles and whatnot. Let's have a look at the team we're sending out. Now, we do have some injury news, and that is that Teddy Smith is out. He's injured himself. He's out for about 2 weeks. So he'll miss this one, and he'll more than likely miss the Rangers game as well, which is, of course, our next game. So that's not ideal, but who comes in is Connor Hazard. He's been our number 2 all year. We signed him on a free transfer from Celtic. He's decent enough. I think he's better than Danny Glover. He's better than Zlamel. So it's not the worst thing. He gets caught up to Northern Ireland all the time. So that's the only main change other than the formation. We're going to bring Mitchell back in for this one with O'Connor, Coping and Johnson. Cochrane and Dominguez comes into midfield. Glover, Hartford comes in to play the number 10 role with Clare outside him. And of course, Uche will continue up top. Now what we really don't want to happen is a Connor Hazard injury, because our third choice, Harry Stone, is away on loan. We can't call him back, so we've got one of the youth players on the bench. So hopefully you won't have to worry about that. What do we say here? We're third in the form. I don't know. Just go out there, boys. Go out there. Can we do it for the fans? Let's give the fans their money's worth today. Yeah, I want a good win. I really do. Doesn't have to be a big win. I don't need lots of goals. I just want a good, solid win today. Yeah. Let's see. I keep whacking my knuckles off the desk. I don't know if you can hear that, but it does. It starts to hurt after a while. All right, come on, boys. Come on. Let's get a nice early goal here. We've had early possession, which is good. Yeah, I mean, we have Curtis Jones on the bench as well. He had been injured, so he's just coming back from that, which is why we didn't really contemplate starting him. And to be honest, Glover did really well against Celtic. It's just... I mean, we hit the post in the second half there with Turnbull as well. We had those 2 chances in the first half. Even with the 3 goals they've scored, it could easily have been a draw on another day. So it's just really disappointing and frustrating. They won the first leg of their semi-final 3-0 at home to Sparta Prague. So in more likelihood they're going to make the final of the Europa League. At least we can look at it as that we're losing to what is actually a really good team in Europe, not just in our league. That's a decent ball. Clare's there, and Clare thunders in a volley. What a goal that is in the 35th minute to give us a 1-0 lead. 10th of the year now for Sean Clare. He is quietly having a decent season. He's very, very streaky. But thankfully for us, the last few months or weeks, I should say, of the season here, he's been on very much a hot streak. Look at that for a finish. That's stunning from Sean Clare. Well done, mate. Decent cross in from Glover as well. And that is 1-0. Now, attention turns to Inverness. Are they doing us a favour against Rangers? I mean, 7 points up, even if we were to lose to Rangers next time out, assuming, if we can win here, we'd still be 4 points ahead. That still gives us a bit of wiggle room in order, in terms of losing another game. Inverness are still drawing with Rangers. Go on, boys, go on. What do we say to this? I think it's just got to be maybe things are going well, you're capable of better. We'll just a general, come on, boys. A general, we have faith. We have faith. Let's try and keep it positive here. Uche he's having one of these ends of the year again where it wasn't last year, I think it was the season before, wasn't it? Where he just kind of hit the beach. He hasn't been quite that bad because he has still been scoring some goals, but just sort of scrappy tap-ins and things like that. He hasn't been his usual just beast-like self. Here we go, a throw from Mitchell in for Clare. Back to Mitchell. Can he pick out Uche in the middle? Decent cross in. Uche's there, and Uche, the keeper's not the most convincing, but he does keep out the Uche header. We do have, I think, is Innes Cameron back on the bench because he had picked up a little bit of a knock or a virus or something, so he wasn't really available against Celtic. I think he might be back for this one, or we do have Brophy on the bench if not. Here we go, building from the back, Coping. Decent ball, is it? It's not, you can see what he's doing. Oh, it's a bad touch, and Uche pounces! Uche pounces, and it's 2-0. 17th goal of the year for Uche. And like I say, it's not bad considering he missed, was it 2 or 3 months with his shoulder injury. But, I mean, by Uche standards, it's still not been the best season ever. But, poor touch from the Aberdeen defender. Uche pounces, and, I mean, really, he couldn't miss. Uche's not going to miss from there, is he? As I said, 17 goals this year. It doesn't matter if he was offside, because it was an Aberdeen player that played it back to him, so it's fine. Learn the rules, please, game. It is Innes Cameron on the bench. I don't think we have to worry about bringing him on, though, now, because things are looking okay here. Let's give it another demand more. Is there anybody on the bench we do want to give a game to? The games are sort of spaced out enough now that we can just sort of play our best team the whole way through. Glover, not quite. Out for Cochrane. The one thing we've got to sort of start to think about too, we've played Celtic again now recently. That's who we're playing in the cup final. Did we see enough playing sort of that counter-attacking formation to think that we go with that again in the final? Do we maybe try that counter-attacking style, but with a number 10. Glover, can he square it? It's bounced out for Hartford, turns Clare, and there it is. Clare's second of the game, 11th of the season. And hats off to Lewis Hartford there. He could easily have turned and been selfish and had a shot himself, but he didn't. He laid it off, and this has been the nice little antidote to that Celtic disappointment, hasn't it? Hartford pulling the strings out there. Good ball out there for Glover. The ball fell back to him. He could easily have been selfish. He wasn't, and Clare couldn't really miss. Keeper was sold up the river. And there we go. That is 3-0, and that should now be that. What we might do is we might bring on Curtis Jones for a little bit of match fitness. Who's looking tired out there? Sean Clare. So we'll switch Glover over to the left. That's all fine. And do we just look to save Cochrane's legs a little bit here as well? We'll bring Turnbull on as the deep-lying playmaker. 15 minutes to go. It would be nice to really start growing a couple more goals in here, but as long as we win, we've done the job. My attention kind of turns to the Inverness Rangers game a little bit. I haven't. Oh, tell you what, there's a shot from Shinnie. Really, really good effort that one, wasn't it? We might just give it a concentrate. We'll have another look just to see Hazard in goal. I mean, he could well be a Hazard, couldn't he? Because it was a long way out, and he did appear to get a hand near it. Yeah, it's straight at him. He should have done better. I mean, we can't be too critical of him because he's not really match sharp. He hasn't played all season and Rangers has taken the lead. That's disappointing. Come on, Inverness. Get him back, boys. Don't take that. We'll give him some praise here. We've essentially got the job done. Can we get a late goal from Inverness? Here we go, Mitchell. We know he's been in great goal-scoring form. It's into the wall, though, that one. Jones will pick it up, and I think that should be that. There we go. That's a much, much better performance, and that all but seals us a spot in the Champions League qualifying rounds because we'll be 7 points ahead of Rangers with 3 games to play. We're going to say don't get complacent, but that was quite good, wasn't it? So there we go. Quality of possession told. Clark can say whatever he wants because it doesn't matter. A good performance from Sean Clare. 2 more to his tally. And there we go. Evans, what's he doing there? Evans is for Scotland. So we've got a couple there for Scotland, Cochrane and Hart. Hartford hasn't been called up yet. An England manager, Darnell Johnson, Glover, and Callum Roberts. If you're not looking at Mitchell, Hal, you're an absolute muppet. Anyway, I think Rangers did end up hanging on, did they? Yeah, they did. So, not perfect, but not too bad. We are now, with 3 games to go, we are 7 points clear, which means that if we... Are we 7 points clear? Maths, please. Yeah, we are 7 points clear. So as long as next episode, as long as we get 3 points, we can lose to Rangers, but win the second game, and we will be in the Champions League knockout qualifying round. So that will be absolutely incredible. Guys, if you have enjoyed that, please do hit thumbs up. The Celtic game was really disappointing. Let me know what you think in the comments, because we have them coming up again before the end of the week. So I'm really, really not quite sure how to approach that. But anyway, that's all for next time, guys. We'll play Rangers and Hamilton, 2 away games, 3 points in those 2 games, and we will be in the Champions League next year. I hope you know, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Take care.